Let's go.
Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
The corruption of the Empire
Oh,
has
that's
seeped
right.
into every crack
Saw
of
it
these
coming
castle
from the
walls.
south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would have come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down
A
to
castle,
the barracks for some
built
food
by
and
people,
rest.
used by nobles.
Vernon. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. We need you here working on ways to defend the city against this dragon. As you command.
Good luck. I hope you get there in time.
Did I just hear correctly? The Jarl wants you to go and fight a dragon.
The
Please
gods and
tell me you're
dragon
not
each say
actually
you've aided the
considering it?
Jarl on behalf of White One.
Not that I'm
Thank you.
scared, of course.
This is not the most magnificent city I've ever seen, but it's fine enough to earn my compliments. The temples in Skyrim.
Thinking of settling in?
So
There's
boring.
a house for sale.
You
Please
should
hold.
see the
You
cathedrals in
should talk to the
Cyrodiil.
steward up in the keep if you're interested.
The farmers were once a paradise for rents. Genocide and treachery destroyed the last bit of dignity. like killing giants. I certainly do. Skyrim is a beautiful place, if you know how to view it. Something. And don't get me naked, that's all I ask. Let's go.
Have you ever woken up in the morning with a big cock in your ear? That damn bird screeched so loud that I cooked it for dinner. That's why stables are a bad place to sleep. Luckily the farmer didn't find out about it.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere, spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what to feel.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Procky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Guardsman, what happened here? Where's this dragon? Quickly now!
I don't know. Kid, let's save us. Here he comes again.
Here he... Oh, find cover and make every arrow count!
I can't believe it. You actually killed the dragon, and you absorbed its soul? This day just keeps getting better. Just wait till I tell people that a true hero slayed a dragon. Of course you helped out a bit. I'm only joking, although you couldn't have done it without me. You want to talk?
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. Yes, I think I am. You can shout now. That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
We could use
Wait, are you really Dragonborn? So I guess that really does make you kind of special. I guess you almost live up to my high standards now. Good looking, strong, brave, adventurous. So tell me, what sort of women are you into? Not that I'm interested in you or anything.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We'll pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She's likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you... It's none of your concern. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. We will find her eventually.
There's so much to do in Skyrim.
I ain't done nothing.
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
What? Why are you looking at me? Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale.
So busy, this city.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart today.
Ah, Ismail, you did it. You killed the dragon. I
Dragonborn.
need to ask you to stop. That shouting is making... Good. Glad we straightened that out. Good man? Ha! They can barely tolerate...
You tried mercenary work?
on Earth.
Might suit you.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I... Wait, I'm still an adventurer.
Do you like to dance? I've heard that there's this dance called the horizontal dance. I think we should try it. Unfortunately, I've never seen anyone do it before.
The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You... So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth, but there... So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
A castle. Built by people, used by
Masters of the
nobles.
Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability
I heard
to
if you aren't
focus your
careful,
vital
the
essence
Draugrs will curse you
into a
with dead-eye
thum
disease.
or
It
shout.
used to be nonsense to me.
If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Grey...
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this... what? Dragonborn.
No nonsense.
Someone
Why,
once
you
told me that we
puffed
should
up
kill the dead with
ignorant.
fire.
These are our
Burn
sacred
them all,
traditions.
he
that
said.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that... what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal
nobles would rather
housecarl,
scheme against each other
and
than
this
actually
weapon
help
from my
their
armory
people.
to serve as
There's
your
no
badge
purpose
of
in their
office.
existence.
I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city,
The world
Dragonborn.
would be so much better without those nobles
No matter.
manipulating the realms.
So you're Thane now, huh? Well,
Learn
don't
what the
think some
Greybeards
fancy
do.
title is going to make me your servant.
Back to business, folks.
Although I must admit I'm happy for you. Perhaps I could take advantage of you sometime. I mean, if we got into trouble, I could use your status to my advantage.
But I don't want to be patient. I want this right now. Father promised.
All you ever do is complain about what you want. You're a spoiled baby.
I'm going to tell
The
Father
corruption
you said
of the
that.
Empire has
Okay,
seeped
go
into
ahead,
every crack
sir.
of these castle walls.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. What do you need, my Thane?
What's the deal with that house call the Jarl just gave you? She doesn't look much to me. I could outmatch her in terms of
talk
combat,
amongst the gods that you are.
looks, and just
Dragon.
about anything, really.
With such a
I don't know what you could possibly see in her. You better believe it. Now bow down to the mighty power of the Dragonborn.
So boring.
Staying safe, I hope.
See the cathedrals in
Oh,
Cyrodiil.
trust me, it's not our safety you should be worried about.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun mostly.
I'm not sure I like the sound of the 7,000 steps. Surely that must absolutely...
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hall. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure
I
to
don't
visit
care
the
if I'm
Black
living in
Briar
safety.
Mead. A few mugs of that, and you'll forget all about...
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften,
busy, this city.
you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you?
Xenophobic
Unlock-
more.
Gates unlocked. You can
Take
head
my
inside
advice.
when you're ready.
Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon.
People say you
Face
shouldn't be
butcher is
naked
more
in
like it
public,
from what I've
but
heard.
I managed to get a free outfit out of it, so it can't be all that bad. I mean, it's not like you would leave me walking around naked the whole time.
I had another run-in with the Thieves Guild.
Be careful, Mule.
I don't know you.
Thieves Guild has
You and
been
Riften looking for
Blackbriar
trouble?
back. One snap of her fingers and you could
Yeah?
end up in
Well, I
Riften
got...
jail.
Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back. So keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on it, then we're speaking the same language. So what do you want to know? The only thing I heard is a rumor that a boy... He used to live here in Riften at the orphanage, on the other side of town, but I think he ran away. Can't say I blame him. Well, you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole operation. She's got friends in high places, if you know what I mean. She's also got ties to the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild, so basically, no one can touch her. Just remember,
I heard
if
if
she
you aren't
tells you to
careful
do
enough, the
something,
Draugrs will
you
curse you
damn
with
well
dead-eye
better do
disease.
exactly
They
what
used
she
to be nonsense
says.
to me, until I saw it myself.
You kidding? My brother Dirge works in their hideout. I used to run with them myself, but took a job with Maven after they started hitting a rough patch. If you want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. I'm sure he could use someone like you.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When
The
you
nobles
ask,
would rather scheme
pay
against
it
each
back on
other than
time and
actually
for double
help their
the usual
people.
fee.
There's no purpose of their existence.
How was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Chandra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem.
Huh? I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I... You will? Oh, thank you. Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty...
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, milady. That unpleasantness at Helgen
The
supposedly...
Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Rothgar.
several
Such a
soldiers
thing has
before
not happened
the
for
party.
hundreds of years.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
What could it mean? Return of the Dragonborn?
I've also
And
taken
who
a
among us could possibly hold that honor? Such power.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right
The
that its
world
leader
would be
be
so much better without those nobles manipulating the realm.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuria.
Does being a dragon
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has
Forget I
attacked
said
Whiterun.
anything.
How can we be meant
As
without
Riften's
such a
steward,
beast?
I'm afraid I can provide only limited assistance. If you're here to report any instances of corruption, be confident that we're handling these rumors accordingly.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild. Or so they'd have you believe. It's all lies. We're just thugs. Vermin creeping around the rat way. Takes a fair bit of strength to carry a great sword like that. But can you use it?
You could say the Ratway is the city under the city. Dark, dangerous, lonely.
Hey, you're not supposed to be... What are you doing down here? Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead. Stay away from that.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I... Wait. I'm still an adventurer.
Wake up! Stop daydreaming about me and which way going?
Damn. Hey, watch it.
You and I make a great couple. Oh, I mean like a team, not like... Forget it.
You like it in there, Mr. Dragonfly, don't you? I hope you have enough air.
Have you come to gawk at me? Look. So, well, she finds out and she tells her brother Wolfer. Exactly. Now, I was about to let that wench marry into the rich. I'd do anything to have that whore's head on a platter. Ah, that's the spirit. Find her and I promise you'll be well compensated.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart man. The prisoners are... They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice. Shouted him apart. Everything all right? What is...
Mind your own business, will you?
Just because I'm in a cage doesn't mean you have to stay in yours, Mr. Dragonfly.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to. There's fine steel at the Scorched Hammer, if you fancy a new blade.
Come to kill me at last, have you? Thank the gods. I can bear the guilt no longer. I know I must die. Beware, though. My newfound honor demands I defend myself. I am in no mood for jokes. Strike me down. Take your revenge. You don't remember? That is my fault also. I am your so-called friend Inigo. I was the one who killed you. I tried anyway. I am guilty. Kill me. After I shot you, I finally realized my mistake and tried to turn myself in. Your body was gone. The guards did not believe me. They said I was wasting their time. I had to pay them to put me in this cell. It is where I belong. I needed to repent. I need to repent. I fight with you? Or die? by defending you. Yes, I accept. I feel lighter in my heart now you have given me this opportunity. It will be like old times. Do not joke about such things, my friend. The sadness I feel for what I have done is brutal enough. For now. I am here for you. I'm thinking the guards here are all blind, deaf fools. Don't worry, they didn't hear me say that. What's next?
What now? Anything strange? That depends on what kind of things you're making me do.
Speak to me. What would you have me do? Yes? Let me give you some room. No. I am sorry. That is beyond me.
What is it? You can ask me anything. I was playing two guys against each other in a bid to win me over. Of course, they had to supply me with plenty of drink and earn my affection. I just wanted some entertainment. Oh, it was great watching them get more and more competitive. It ended up in a massive brawl, and once it was over, I left them both empty-handed and out of pocket. As for waking up in a stable without any clothes on, I don't remember what happened after leaving the tavern, but that's nothing new. Well, I was wandering around Skyrim killing bandits who thought I was an easy target, and meeting new locals. Or should I say making new enemies. Before that I was studying, if you can call it that, at the College of Winterhold. It wasn't my first choice, of course, being a Nord, but I had no place to go, and it was either that or live in a cave. So, I learned a few spells just to keep them happy. I must admit, though, that learning to blow stuff up was pretty fun. Unfortunately, my genius was wasted on them. And I was kicked out for making everyone naked with a spell I forced some other student to create for me. So, it turns out I ended up living mostly in caves anyway. Always glad to help.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Yes, I'm sure you would prefer getting plundered by bandits than seeing to me.
staying safe, I hope?
Oh, trust me, it's not our safety you should be worried about.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I... Wait, I'm still an adventurer. Something. Yeah, let's move on. What now? Anything strange?
Well, this is fun. You and me just walking around doing stuff to each other. I mean, with each other, but not like that. Like bonding. Not that kind, though. I mean, with each other, but not like that.
I don't get when
like
people tend to
bonding.
make promises with their
Not
pinkies.
that kind, though.
I mean, it's a death sentence to trust Littlefinger. Does being a Dragonborn make you more... forget I said anything.
Come to kill me at last, have you? Thank the gods. I can bear the guilt no longer. I know I must die. Beware, though. My newfound honor demands I defend myself. I am in no mood for jokes. Strike me. You don't remember? That is my fault also. I am yours. After I shot you, I finally realized my mistake and tried to turn myself in. Your body was gone. The guards did not believe me. They said I was wasting their time. I had to pay them to put me in this cell. It is where I belong. I needed to repent. I need to... You are the person I remember. I would recognize your smell anywhere. I fight with you. Or die defending you. Yes, I accept. I feel lighter in my heart now you have given me this opportunity. You will not regret this.
Someone once told me that we should kill the dead with fire. Burn them all, he said. The last person who listened to his advice became a psychopath.
Do not joke about such things, my friend. The sadness I feel for what I have done is brutal enough. For now. You have something to say? I will bear your burdens gladly. to give me best equipment, yes?
If you're looking to settle in Riften, there's a house for sale, Honeyside. See the steward in the keep if you want it.
The farmers were once a proud, beautiful race.
Need I can take... Climbing back and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, they call themselves. I hear this whole...
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then wait, I'm still an adventurer. Ulfric Stormcloak is a xenophobic moron. He'll meet his end sooner or later. One way or another. Skyrim. It's a beautiful name, don't you think? Tamriel.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by
I wonder what would happen if a Khajiit and an Argonian had a baby. Ugh, that would be one ugly baby.
Excuse me, sir. I don't normally do this, but, have you got a moment to talk? Marvelous. My name is Lucian Flavius. I'm a scientist, philosopher, amateur wizard, and something of a musician, though I suppose that's more of a hobby. I couldn't help noticing that you seem... how can I put this? Well acquainted with the less savory side of Skyrim?
Someone Someone once told me that we should kill the dead with
As a
fire.
matter of fact, I
Burn
do.
them all, he said.
I'm here in Skyrim on an expedition, academic mainly. I find the province simply fascinating. The flora, the fauna, the ruins, both Dwemer and Nordic, the architecture, the politics. Trouble is, I'm really not much of a fighter. I know a few spare milk drinker like me. Not on my own, anyway. So, I'm looking for someone to travel with. I suppose what I'm asking is, would you awfully mind if I tag along? I will of course compensate you most handsomely for putting up with me.
Forget I said anything.
Oh, shall we say 300 septims up front? After that, I'll top you up every time we come across something useful to my research. At your discretion, of course. No obligations, save that you take me with you, and assist in keeping me alive wherever possible. Oh, splendid. Here's your gold. This is going to be quite the adventure. It's a pleasure to meet you. Lead on.
It's an inn. Why don't we sit by the fire and ease ourselves?
How can I assist? Ah, you're convinced that that's what you are, then? It's true, the evidence does seem to suggest that, but I think a certain degree of skepticism is in order. Tests, not superstition. That's how we'll find out exactly what you are. Anyway, you asked me what I know. I'm more familiar with the Cyrodiilic legends than the Nordic ones, but I'll tell you what I've read. Though some scholars on Solstheim dispute it, the first definite use of the term Dragonborn is attributed to Saint Alessia, back in the First Era. The story goes that on her deathbed, Alessia made a pact with Akatosh, who infused her with his divine blood and granted her the Amulet of Kings. Akatosh then sealed off the Plains of Oblivion, banishing the Aedra and Daedra from the surface of Nirn forevermore. Or at least, for... Of course, that line ended with the death of Martin Septim during the Oblivion Crisis. But he turned into a giant dragon and kicked Mehrunes Dagon back into the Deadlands, which seems to have confused things. Anyway, skip ahead a couple of hundred years and here you are, supposedly with that same dragon blood in your veins. The somewhat primitive Nordic myths claim that lets you absorb the soul of a dragon, which we've both seen you do, and channel it into a shout. But as far as I'm aware, no one ever saw any... What's next? The Greybeards, then. Sounds intriguing. If they can tell us anything more about that shouting business, I'd say it's worth the trip. Hello there. Just thought I'd introduce... I'm Lucian.
Hey there, Lucian.
Pleased to meet you too, Inigo. I think we're going to make a great team.
It's fine enough to earn my
Yes,
compliments.
I am sure we will.
You don't sound very convinced.
Well, you seem a little,
A
weak.
little what? Well educated? Well dressed? Wealthy?
Weak. I mean no offense. I am sure
I'd
you
love
will
to
be
return
fine.
the bard comment.
Fine?
If I don't have to sing with
You're
others
sure
there.
I'll be fine? Gosh, thanks for the vote of confidence, Inigo.
Forget I said anything. Sorry, Julian.
It's Lucian.
Lucian, yes.
Tamriel
what
used
did
to be
I
full
say?
of fun.
Julian?
Now it's... Oh,
My apologies.
Apology accepted. Right then, Indigo. Let's
I do not know about your skill with a blade, but your intellect is
I
clearly
get a lot of
sharper
looks
than
from
most.
people wherever I go. I'm not sure if it's because they find me attractive or because they think I'm a little odd. Or both.
Yes, Lucian. I am sorry.
You're doing it on purpose now.
You like killing giants? I certainly. Cities are good for those who like safety. I don't care if I'm living in safety.
Stinky
The nobles would rather scheme against each other than actually help their people. There's no purpose of their existence.
Who's there? Rodolphe? That you? Boss was looking
I
for
don't
you.
care when
Said he'd be
people
up
make
at the
promises
summit.
with their pinkies.
Better not keep
I
him
mean,
waiting.
it's a death sentence to trust Littlefinger.
I do love taking it from behind. I mean, taking people from behind. As in sneaking up on them, of course. Sorry, I just can't keep my mouth shut. That hurt!
Lucian really held his own in that fight. I am impressed.
Finish this!
Bandits are insects.
I am here for you. I hope this will be a mutually beneficial exchange. What's next?
The Jarls don't even bother clearing out the bandits. Because they're too busy killing each other.
What do you need? Don't drop anything noisy.
You think it'd work?
Of course not. Dogs I could train, but a half-starved wolf, not a chance.
Right. Lucky if it doesn't rip our throats out.
Went into a cave and nearly got hit by a giant rock falling from the ceiling. People seemed a little disappointed when I told them it missed.
The bandits want to loot their valuables? Well, we're going to loot their valuables.
Bad time to get lost, friend.
I will bear your burdens gladly. What are we trading?
That means good acceptance, if you ask me.
If you need anything else, just ask.
Lucian Flavius. Oh, you want the stuff back? We can discuss that later. This camp smells of sweat and death. Let's not linger here.
The world would be so much better without those nobles manipulating the realm. Ulfric Stormcloak is a xenophobic moron. He'll meet his end sooner or later. One way or another.
be even going to a wedding at this far-flung end of the Empire anyway?
I used to be an adventurer like
Told
you.
you, it's the wedding
Then
of
I.
Vittoria Vici,
Wait,
an extremely
I'm still an
well-connected
adventurer.
merchant with the East Empire Company. The Emperor's cousin, remember? Hopefully these gifts will put us in her good graces, secure that important... Don't bother me, peasant. I've had a long journey and paid too much coin on these gifts to be late to Vittoria's wedding. Indeed, if we ever get there.
It's a wonder that tangible Nordic artwork exists mainly in the sweet homes of the dead. The homes are more Nordic than Skyrim itself.
Rain. Skyrim weather at its finest.
There's so much to do in Skyrim, so little to do within city walls. We could use some rest.
Bingo, I must say, the gig would take...
It is, yes. Some say I am unfortunate to have been born in experiments, Lucien. I am not a thing to be dissected and studied at your leisure.
Oh, of course. Sorry. I get carried away sometimes.
No harm done. Maybe I will let you have a few hairs later. Just try to remember the difference between people and things, please.
I'll do my best.
This were once a proud, beautiful race. Genocide and treachery destroyed the last bit of dignity.
Thank you for the follow. When you followed me, it just scared the hell out of me.
Too many troubles in Tamriel these days. It's relieving to see the people firing again.
many people does it take to screw a chandelier?
Prepare for combat.
I don't know, but it should be painful. Oh, because you might fall and hurt yourself.
Time together is pretty I am God on your side.
Yes? Certainly.
Have you ever met a noble who's not a self-absorbed ass? I know the answer.
But of course. Hello there. Donations are always appreciated. Oh, you want the stuff back? We can discuss that later. I'll be right behind you.
Skyrim ships never moved. Funny.
Excuse me.
I am here for you. You want me to lighten your load? If you need anything else, just ask.
Let's just kill those bandits. They are a plague on this land. No wonder some Bretons decided to move in. Someone once told me that we should kill the dead with fire. Burn them all, he said. The last person who listened to his advice became a psychopath.
You have something to say? You give me best equipment, yes? Let us go.
Skyrim. It's a beautiful name, don't you think? Does being a Dragonborn make you more... Forget I said anything.
Since when people die, they take their final form as they were when they died. If you die naked, does your spirit remain naked? I can't say I fancy roaming around either in some ghost without any clothes on. Well, at least not all the time.
I heard if you aren't careful enough, the Draugrs will curse you with the dead eye disease. It used to be nonsense to me, until I saw it myself. Skyrim ships never moved. Funny.
Why do you always run everywhere?
I'm on my way to Windhelm to join up with the Stormcloaks. Ulfric has the right of it. The Empire is in shambles. They've banned the worship of Talos.
You are dinner. Death is our blessing.
Skyrim ships never moved. Funny.
Rest forever.
You speak to a vigilant of Stendar. Cavort with any Daedra, and any other abominations that prey on mortals. Vampires, werewolves, witches. But Daedra are the worst. Their callous disregard for our lives is abhorrent in the eyes of the God of Mercy. He is the God of Mercy. the patron of order and justice for all of Tamriel. We bring his compassion where none can be found, by cleansing all those who would offend his children.
The alchemist in Skyrim will buy anything that comes in a potion. Can you believe I made money by urinating in a bottle and calling it potion of youth? I had to stop though, when I got chased out of town by the shop owner.
The fog here looks magical. Shame you will not learn from this.
Someone wants us dead.
Last man who said women belong in the kitchen and should go back to knitting. Soon at his words when I punched him into oblivion. A while after that, and I bet it wasn't a woman serving it.
Tamriel used to be full of fun. Now it's only a mess. Whoever founded this kingdom of Skyrim must be very fond of crypts and graveyards. I mean, they're almost everywhere. Realm. like killing giants. I certainly do.
Are they gone? Bandits attacked and ransacked my cart. Can you help me?
Funny.
My camp is nearby in the ruins of Nilheim. Get me there safely, and you'll be rewarded.
It's just across the bridge and up that hill.
We're close now. I can see the camp. Wait here. I'll be right back with your reward. Look, now I did the surprise.
Not nearly as... What did your mother say if she was worried about Lucian for a moment, but he had...
You start running.
Hey, Julian.
I think
Nice
I need
work.
to go to bed after all. Didn't mean, you know... I meant separate. I think I should just stop talking.
The noble. Rather scheme against each other than actually help their people. There's no purpose of their existence.
Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. Nice try. I'm not going to ask again. Then I guess that's your last request.
Having fun, my friend?
I don't know how you can even move in that armor. It's bigger than you, and must weigh an absolute ton.
I'd love to attend the Bard College. If I don't have to sing with others there.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
Another soul
I sense something.
in the rain can be tricky, but that went pretty well.
Sure look big old mountain up close like this. Can't wait to start climbing.
Skyrim ships never moved. Funny.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
On your way up the 7,000.
I think I'm pretty.
Not today. I'm just not
I'm
ready to
feeling a
make the
little
climb to High
self-conscious.
Hrothgar. The path
You
isn't
think I love
safe.
saying that to guys
Aren't the
when they are
Greybeards
with their
expecting some
wives.
supplies?
Honestly,
They don't know
I'm
what
not
to
certain.
say.
I've
Because if
yet
they
to be
say
allowed
yes,
into the
their wives
monastery.
get jealous.
Perhaps
And
one
if they
day.
say no, I pretend to be really upset and they feel bad. What? I have to amuse myself somehow.
Those bears are making this
Passing
table
through on your way to High
Well,
Hrothgar?
we can do something
About
about
to make mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning. Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll. Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done. Be careful up there.
Ulfric Stormcloak is a xenophobic moron. Kill me to end sooner or later. One way or another. Prepare for combat. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then wait, I'm still an adventurer. It's a wonder that tangible Nordic artwork exists mainly in the sweet homes of the dead. These catacombs are more Nordic than...
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
Skyrim ships
I like
never
to
moved.
spend time up here.
Funny.
Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way.
I can't help feeling a kind of connection between us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what it is. I guess it's natural with you being a brave adventurer, and me, well, you know.
This is glorious. Don't you just love a bit of rain?
Tamriel. Such a lovely place. In such a troubled time.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Only another 3,500 steps to go.
Don't think I don't see you eyeing me up and down. I'm not just eye candy, you know. I do have other uses. And if you're thinking what I think you are thinking, then think again. I do like to be admired, though, I must admit.
There's so much to do in Skyrim. So little to do within city walls. Too many troubles in Tamriel these days. It's relieving to see the peaceful sights of Skyrim again. Skyrim ships never moved. Funny. The Dwemer's pets often carry soul gems. That means good acceptance, if you ask me. Skyrim is a beautiful place, if you know how to view it.
In Skyrim, all perverts. I said I had injured my leg, and one of them told me to remove my clothes so he could use his healing hands on me. Needless to say, he needed a bit of healing himself after that.
I love snow. It's so snowy. Hi, Hrothgar. Finally.
Well, we made it here alive at least.
I only asked
This
because
place is huge. I would hate to have been the ones who built it on the highest mountain in Skyrim of all places.
Congratulations, Legs. You did it. You too, Feet. Performed well.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. We will see if... Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Bullshit! Bullshit! I am Master Angir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. You have shown that you are dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? that remains to be seen. Sky, guard you. No doubt, you should focus on honing your voice. Good. Then you will... No doubt, you should focus on honing dragon. A few, what you have... Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the... 5. When your voice can open the path. As I said, you will know. We study. Very few are permitted. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege. Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. Learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Yes? Did you learn something? Someone once told me that we should kill the dead with fire. Burn them all, he said. The last person who listened to his advice became a psychopath. Help me!
You learn quickly. Once more.
About these days. I guess they must have gone elsewhere.
Impressive. Your thumb.
Do you get it?
Precise.
Elsewhere?
Show great compass.
Elsewhere?
We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
I heard if you aren't careful enough, the Droggers will curse you with the dead-eye disease. It used to be nonsense to me, until I saw it myself.
Those Greybeards are a strange bunch. Imagine having to sit there in silence all the time. I just couldn't do it. I struggle staying quiet for even a minute. Also, what's the point in having all that power and not using it? I suppose those Greybeards must be getting on a bit, though.
You will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wood, which means whirlwind. Wood.
Skyrim.
Hey, this snake's shaped like
Your
your name.
word within yourself before you can project it into a thing. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of wood. Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shelter. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn.
Skyrim ships never move.
Master Bori.
Rex.
Wood. Now, your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. Your quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself?
Cities are good for those who like safety. I don't care if I'm living in
No,
safety.
indeed not. But beware that your skill does not outstrip your wisdom.
Another snowflake.
You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Have you ever met a noble who's not a self-absorbed
Sky
ass?
Guardian.
I know the answer. Never.
Was there something you wanted? You can ask me anything.
So, we need the
You mean like weird? Huh.
Where is it?
I thought you were different from all those other people who make fun of me.
Keep a musical instrument.
Because I don't try and conform to people's ridiculous ideals. Yeah, I suppose. Being a free spirit like myself really lets you explore the world and see all its flaws, but yet at the same time makes you appreciate them. That's what some people who aren't like you just don't get. Alright then.
Something. I like gifts. Let's see then.
Thanks. That gift is lovely.
My friend, Skyrim is a big and often confusing place. We are bound to lose each other from time to time. Never fear. That map you have is special. Yes, there is more to it than you may realize. My brother once found one just like it on the remains of some poor old adventurer in Citadel. It does not only mark locations, it can also show the position of items and people too. Watch this. Where are you, Inigo? There! See, I have placed myself on your map. If we find ourselves separated, all you need to do is look me up. Pretty fantastic, eh? No problem. I am always happy to help. I'm thinking the snow is pretty. Okay, let us get back to it.
Well, well, well. Dragonborn. Now with the Greybeard's seal of approval and a bunch of shiny mystical powers to boot is for me. To be able to study the Thum up close and with such regularity. I must write this all up. No other scientist in Tamriel has this kind of opportunity.
What? Don't give me that look.
I'm all ears.
Absolutely not. I've tried. Divines know I've tried, but I just can't get the knack. Every single horse I've ever tried to ride just throws me off. Or maybe I just fall off. The point is, I can't ride. Maybe one day I'll learn, but today is sadly not that day. So many things. The culture, the architecture, but most of all, the enormous Dwemer presence here. The technology the dwarves possessed all those years ago is miles beyond us, even today. The chance to study it in person, I just couldn't resist. I'll be right behind you.
Let me guess. You want to talk? I'm glad that's sorted. So you need to find the horn of Jurgen Windcaller? Yes, I had heard he was a little horny. Sorry, that was a bad joke. Even for me.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn. Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are... When Lord Mirak appears, all shall